All right, guys, so Dede Signature told me, she said, hey, girl, I have two of my best-selling palettes, and they are reformulated with our new mattes. Would you like to try it with our new brushes? Yes, please. So let's go ahead and start the video. Hey guys, this is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. So if you're new here, welcome. And if you're oldie but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley and I have a doctorate in pharmacy and I love makeup. So that's how you get Dr. Ash and her makeup, but please just call me Ash or Ashley. And I love eyeshadow. Eyeshadow is my jam. It is literally like my most favorite thing to talk about here on my channel. So this is my first time filming. Well, actually I just got it done yesterday. So as you can see, the hair color is different. I am liking it. And today is my lockversary. Okay, my baby's turned 4 years old today. So trust me, y'all. Look, I haven't had my hair like this or this particular color. It's always been like some shade of blonde, maybe a hair too blonde almost at times. And I feel like at one point there was a little tinge of red in there mixed in, but still more inherently blonde. But I'm like, okay. I told the guy, I was like, I want to do ginger with some blonde highlights. And then I love, like, he put depth and dimension in here because this is, I feel like this is my favorite part. Look at the color on these. Like the back, yes. Okay, but we're not here for the locks, but I definitely had to tell you guys, and I'll tell you about the brows, and I go through all the things when I'm creating the look for you. So as I just mentioned, Dede Signature reached out to me and they said, hey, we have two of our best-selling palettes. I have reformulated the mattes. Would you like to try? Yes, I would like to try. So if you're wondering, if you purchased palettes recently and you're like, oh, do I have the reformulated mattes? Are these the new mattes? Or like, did I get the palettes from before and now they got new mattes? So I did ask her this because I wanted to make sure I had it correct. So she said the new updated formulated mattes are actually included in here in the Plume collection when this released. And this is Jamie's collection, which is Makeup on Your Radar. You can find her on Instagram. And she has beautiful, beautiful palettes. I do have a whole video on this with, I'm doing like 3 looks, which each of the 3 main palettes, because this palette right here is basically like your transformative shades. So it's included in all of here, but really gorgeous. The mattes in here are, okay? The looks are looking. And also in one of my favorite palettes right here, which is the Ultimate Cappuccino palette. It's such a good spicy neutral palette. I really do love this palette. I had this palette on the other day and I was just happy as a clam with it. So here we are. And so like I mentioned, and now we have the Jingle Bell Ruby, which is their beautiful glam Christmas palette. This is our color story. And we also have the classic Autumn here, right here. So yes, I do use both of the palettes together to create a look because I wanted to go ahead and demo this for you guys in case you guys are curious. And she sent it over and I really do appreciate it. You know, I just love playing in makeup. And I know she's coming out with another palette that's going to be really beautiful. It's like an autumn and Christmas theme together. The color story is looking amazing of what she's released of it so far. And I already see it's like some blue in there and it's some purple and green moments. And you know, I love a good Barney combination. Now, she also sent over this 10-piece brush collection, which is really gorgeous as well. I thought the colors are super fun. Of course, the brushes are synthetic, but they are really, really soft and really, really nice to work with. And this retails for $39.99. So I just love that all of her stuff is just really affordable. You get nice quality things. If I can drop stuff, oh my, okay. I'm gonna put that down. You guys know my hands are very, very small, okay? I can't hold anything. And then next up, she did send me this bag, which retails separately for $16. And I love how all the brushes, once I get myself together here, as you can see, boom, 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 fits inside the bag and there is space so the brushes, the brush hairs are not being disturbed or being smushed into the bag and messing them up. I can't stand when that happens. So really cute. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the look. And of course, I'm going to talk about the products along the way. All right, y'all. So Of course, you know, it's kind of the same thing for my eyebrows. So the eyebrows, I use my Goofy pencil shade 3.75, but I feel like it's a little bit too brown, a little too cool tone, and a little too dark for my hair color at the moment until my roots come in. So, and it's been a lot. I've had like a little bit more red added to my hair before, but it's been a long time. I've never been this color before. So this, I'm still in shock and awe. I love it. I think it's really cute, but I'm still getting used to it myself, to be honest. I went ahead and took my Blend Buddy Forget Me Not palette, and you know, this can kind of like double as like contour and brow powder shades and all types of things. So I went in with the shade Anticipation and brushed that powder through the brows. So I think that works out nicely. Now with the primer, actually went in with the Urban Decay Primer Potion shade Caffeine. It is discontinued, but I recommend the shade Contemplative State by MAC Cosmetics. It's a paint pot if you want something similar in texture. And Dede does have a bunch of colored primers, but we're going to do a more neutral look. But I really like those colored primers for like more colorful looks and pastels and things like that. So I do have these beautiful brushes, so we're going to go ahead and use these to start with to test out. They feel very soft. They are synthetic, and I like the color, the shape of them. They're just fun, you know, and they're soft. So that is so important. Now, in efforts to not look like the whole Thanksgiving table, because my hair is so gingery. Like, I love it, but I'm still grasping with it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna steer clear of some of these shades until I know how to work them. That's just because of like the hair color. Like I love shades like that. Oh, so pretty. But I think I just need to do my makeup once with my hair this color and figure out what's going on. Ooh, so this shade is picking up nicely. So this is actually, I'm sorry, this is the classic Autumn palette right here, because I am mixing in between the both of that and the Jingle Bell palette. So this is blending out really nicely because these are the updated mattes. So she sent these along. So she updated this palette with the new updated matte formula, and this matte formula can be found like in Jamie's palette and a couple other palettes. So yeah, Jamie's palette, one of my other favorite palettes that I keep literally right here, which would be the Ultimate Cappuccino palette as well. So right now I'm very pleased. This is popping on nicely, blending without any issues. And of course we know her singles, her shimmers, excuse me, blend with no problem. Okay, I like how this looks. I like how the brush feels. This is a good little crease brush. It's like nice and dense. It's soft. It gets the product down. Like it. Okay. Now, I just wish we had another blending. Well, we do have this angle brush. So let's try it. I have brushes. I might have one or two brushes like this somewhere. And I've made like, well, I haven't used them. And I like bought them with like, oh, this would be great. Like, you know, to do that like crease look, but haven't gotten there. Jingle Bell Ruby palette, okay. So now I'm gonna jump in here with Rudolph's Cookies. And you can't really see what it looks like on the brush because of that tip being purple, but okay. This could, yep, okay, this shape could definitely work because look. It makes that so simple. And pops it right there in the crease, like literally in the crease where we need it to be. Right where that bone is. Oh yeah. And this shade is blending out very well as well. Not having any problems with it at the moment. packing on, layering on over that green. And then I'm going to go ahead and just kind of stretch my eyeball and put color where sometimes color doesn't like to show up in my crease because of my folds of my eyelid. Okay, so the only thing, like I was saying before, I do wish there was a smaller blending brush, you know, so I could do some detail work. But I'm just going to take this. This is like an MSQ brush from Amazon. And just blend that out. But I like that brush because it like gets the color right there. Because if I was to, let's see. I mean, I could, with the tip of it, like just lightly. I could do more. I have more flexibility in here, but I need to even out this side. Or it could be because I blended right there. It's like, it doesn't go up like this side. And I like to sometimes angle the shadows up because it kind of looks crazy now, but it really just opens up the eye shape. Versus sometimes just pulling this color down into here. Kind of. I know I do both, but I think you have to work a little harder sometimes when you go that way. Now with the same Jingle Bell palette, I'm going to go ahead and deepen up this look. And I'm going to go ahead and take the shades Nomad Cookies. And I have the flat shader brush. And I'm going to go ahead and just, yep. That's what I was looking for. Just pack that in the corner. Like on the other side, I picked up all the shadow. I come over here, I don't pick up any shadow. Like, what am I doing? Okay. There we go. I feel like I want to take Crispy Holidays because that's really pretty, right? I feel like that's a more iridescent shade for sure. So we got Crispy Holidays. It's really pretty. So that was from the Jingle Bell Ruby palette. And I think, oh heck, let's go ahead and do it. I'm scared because my hair color, Star Apple. All right. Nice and bronzy. Ooh, very pretty as well. All right, you know my good old friend, the NYX glitter glue. I don't want to mess up these brushes with NYX glitter glue, so I am going to go ahead and use my concealer F75 brush. It's a little dirty. Okay, this M705 brush by Morphe. It's not dirty. We can use that, yeah. Because I don't want to. I don't know, these type of brushes, these concealer brushes and things like that, they just hold like these cream products better, you know. Okay, so me and this NYX glitter glue that's popping out to the side, we might be coming to the end of the road. Keep up, boys to men. But we have gotten our use out of it. You know, it's been popping out the side on me forever. So note to self, when I go to Ulta tomorrow, grab some. Got the glitter glue laid down. Now I'm going to go in with Star Apple. Let's see. I normally would take, I got this little flat shader brush. Let's see how our brush will work. Because this shade, oh, I don't know. Yeah, we're going to have to do our fingers. It ain't picking up this type of shimmer. And it has a little texture to it. It's not like super slippery. But look, I ain't got time. My shimmers at this point, we're using a finger, okay? Oh, that looks pretty. Okay, it doesn't look too crazy with my hair. And not that I thought it would be, but I just don't want to be all one color. You know what I mean? And if it sounds like I don't like my hair, just bear with me, okay? Because like I've never been in this position before, and well, this particular color, but I act the very same way when my hair gets freshly dyed blonde, and my hair's been some type of shade of blonde since 2002. I act the very same way, okay? So now I'm going to go in with Crispy Holidays, and this is the Jingle Bell palette. Jingle bell, jingle bell. All right. And child, I need my little flat definer brush because, honey, Not with these nails on. Not with these press-ons. Not with these Lee press-on. Remember when Lee press-on nails, honey? Press-on nails have came a long way since Lee. All right, there we go. There we go. It's like, let's work a little. Like, we don't want to take our time too much because we don't want that glitter glue to dry down. And then it's like, what's the point? And that's why I always work like one eye at a time. Gotta fix this side, y'all. You know I'm a serial blend. And it's okay. If you don't get the shape right when you first start doing your shadow, it's okay. You just gotta fix it. It's all right. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more Star Apple. Yeah, because the shape, it's good over here. It's weird over here. Maybe it's just too down. I think it needs to come up just a hair more, a pinch more. We're gonna fix it. All right, just layering a little bit more Star Apple. And that's that same flat definer brush. This is by Sonia G. Shimmers are good. Shimmers are good. Okay, what matte was that? That was Rudolph Cookies. We're going to take my little curved brush friend that I like. Back with this. We're going to hook it up. Because see, it looks good over here and it looks, see, it just looks good. Weird. Good. Weird. And hell, maybe I should have blended it with this in the first place like I did on the other side. Go back in with my first brush and the first shade, which was Pears, out of the Autumn palette. Yeah, but these new mattes, I'm here for them because the shimmers were always good. But I felt like some of the mattes, they just weren't giving the punch I needed. Like I want to say in the Sisters to Sister collection. It was the first collection I tried. Okay, this is cool. All right. I shall return. All right, I'm back. It's been about an hour and a half since this face has been on. Because what happened? My dad came and moved a piece of furniture so we can give it to somebody who needs it. So that's great. And it has a nice little loving home to go to. And child, I went outside. Let me tell you something. It was in the 50s. It got the nerve to have snow flurries outside. And like, I know it's November 20th, but I'm like, wait now, wait. We were doing so well, Chicago. What happened? But let's go ahead and get into the face details. I'm loving the makeup with the hair color. I'm like, yes, it eats. It's eating down. Yes. Okay. So went in with my good old girl. This is the Easy Blur Foundation in the shade Peanut Butter by Huda Beauty. And I went ahead and took my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Caramel, followed by, oh, my good old Sephora Contour Stick. Let's see. I put it down here. Let's see. It's down here. So this is the Contour Stick in shade Medium to Tan. And I pulled out my Hourglass Tiger palette. And I hadn't used it in a long time. And I like reorganized. So I did a blush declutter. So, you know, watch that video as well. Because I was like, we're not waiting until December or January. We're doing this now. But I went ahead and used this palette. And I took this shade right here for the blush. And this shade right here for the highlight. And let's see, for the lashes, I went ahead with one of my favorite lashes, these brown lashes right here. And I'm like, super appropriate since the hair is softer now or warmer. And for the eyes, let's see, I went in with my Alkaline pencil for the burgundy down at the bottom. You know, I've been loving this. And for the lip, I went ahead and took my lip liner in Coffee Bean by Juvia's Place and went ahead with my cream Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Cookie Jar. So I feel like this is a shade that I'm really going to be using a lot now, but I did actually wear this, you know, quite a bit prior to my hair becoming this color. So this is the look and I really like how it came out, and I've gotten over the shock and awe with this golden eyeshadow. I didn't know how I was going to work with the burgundy I was like trying to not all be one color, but I think it's working out well. So in terms of the palettes, I really do like both of the palettes, and I like the brushes. So let's go ahead and start with the brushes first. The brushes were really nice. I did kind of forget to start filming, I'm sorry, when I went ahead to use the face brushes. Now I used this brush a little bit because I was like, I totally just kind of went for habit and went over here to this cup of existing brushes. And I was like, wait, I have this brush to try out. So what I was able to use of it, I really did like it. Now these are like really big powder brushes. So I did get a chance to use this. I don't really powder my face too much. And I did use this for blush. So I was able to kind of like tap in. Did I use this for blush? Yeah, I used this for blush. So this was really nice, and it laid down the color really nice, as you can see, and it wasn't splotchy or anything like that. The eye brushes I really like as well. However, I do just wish it was like another blending brush in between this one and this one. I feel like this one is really good for like the whole transition area. This one is really nice for the crease. I really do like the shape of it because you're going to get right in that little nugget area of the eye of the bone and where your crease actually falls to just place that color really nicely. And it did a nice job diffusing it. Because let's face it, you know, I like this part of my eye better than I did this part. And then I do like this brush as well because it's like perfect. It's one of the brushes that I always use, especially to kind of like pack into the outer V. And these two are nice as well. However, I did find that it was a little hard to pick up the shimmer with this particular brush. But I think with like more foiled shades, it will be good. But these type of super high impact shadows, especially shimmers, you know, I tend to usually like to use my fingers anyway, and that's what I did. And then of course we had like the little tear duct baby, and then of course we have our little angled brush. So I really like the brush set, and it's a really nice quality. I will have to come back and say how it is like after you wash it and all of that good stuff, but I did enjoy using it, and I really feel like the colors are like super fun. Now as far as the eyeshadow palettes, I really enjoy playing with these eyeshadow palettes. I think they're really nice. I did not have the original version of these eyeshadow palettes, and I do like the color stories of both. I think they're really fun. Like this is definitely like Christmas, but it's not overly Christmas. Like I feel like you can use this any time of the year and you'll be like, oh, okay, I can get several different color stories. I feel like it does read kind of autumn also, even though this is the Christmas one. But definitely the classic autumn is definitely reading, you know, fall time, but especially with these mustards and the burgundies and this, what does it say, figs. And then we also have the shade apricots. This right here just really just brings out the fall in the palette. So I really did enjoy using this palette. You see, I went in with these two shades right here. So I was like, I really like putting together the look, and I just kind of wanted to test out both of the palettes because I know this is not like something that is new to their collection, but I definitely wanted to try it out because the mattes are updated and approved, and I really do enjoy the mattes. I think every time I use Dede Signature, like her mattes are really improving, and that was one area I was like, but I definitely noticed it, oh my God, with Jamie's collection, the Plume collection, the mattes in there. And the same in here. Same, like, yes, the quality is there. So if you're thinking about picking up these palettes, I would definitely recommend it because you have beautiful shimmer options. You have beautiful color stories. So I think like, yes, they are definitely a go. So I definitely wanted to go ahead and play with them. I know they have a new palette that I'm definitely looking at. Like that palette is gorgeous. It's like a mixture of fall and a Christmas story. And it already has like some purples and some greens in it, you know. I love a good purple and green moment. So yes, with all of that being said, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you like the look. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with a new video, which will be soon. And subscribe to my channel because you know I would love to have you here in my little makeup family. And with that being said, you already know what time it is. It's time for the Chair Dance, Chair Dance. Hey, 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 Chair Dance. Chair Dance. Hey. All right, y'all. Bye.